Boys, ladies, gentlemen, how are we? You join me today on a fucking beautiful day, mate. It is very sunny in England for once. It is the 20th, Friday the 20th of June, and it's a great day. I've got a fresh trim. I've had a fresh delivery from Conte. I've got some different clothing on, because I'm pretty sure you've probably all seen me in the exact same clothes for, I don't know whether any of you pick up on stuff like this, but like, you might have noticed that I haven't bought any new clothes in like, what, 2 years? Maybe even longer, just because all of my money is currently in cryptocurrency. But that's the reason why I haven't bought any new clothes in a while. Today, I'm going to be taking you through how to reverse diet, because although this is a topic which I have spoken about many times, I still get questions on it all the time, because I think you get the word calorie deficit or the phrase calorie deficit rammed down your throats so frequently that people often forget the other side of the story. We haven't got to just consider calories in, we've also got to consider calories out, and the way in which the calories which we consume and what calories we consume, where they come from, and the quality and makeup of those, how they affect then your calories out. So we're going to be running through that today, and I don't know if you can tell, but I've got a lot more energy about me, and that is because I've just fucking consumed, mate, 200 grams of carbs, and I'm feeling great. We're into the 5th day. This is now the 5th day of the reverse diet, and I'm feeling great. I've had a new low weigh-in this morning, 81.5 kilos. So after absolutely killing myself on 1,600 calories, 12k steps per day, and cardio twice per week. Cardio doesn't sound like that much, but the cardio I was doing, mate, was fucking intense. 5 rounds on the air bike of basically like sprint, rest. It was tough alongside the actual training itself. But yeah, I officially ended the diet after 10 weeks, because I initially, when I first started the diet, as you all know, was like, oh, this is only going to be a mini cut. I'm only going to lose, 6 or 7 kilos. I'm just going to go down to 85, 86 kilos and then call it a day. But as in standard morgue fashion, I got to week 8 and thought, fuck it, why won't we do another 2 weeks, because we've got 6 weeks till Bali, so fuck it, we'll do another 2 weeks. So yeah, I ended up getting down to what I am now, which is 81.5 kilos, so I've officially lost 10.5 kilos. So yeah, I'm now consuming 2.7 on a training day, 2.2 on a rest day. I'm doing 8k steps, and so far this week I've done 6 minutes of cardio. 6 whole minutes of cardio on the bike yesterday. I said to Josh after I'd trained, I was like, mate, I feel fucked. Like I was trying to do my cardio on the bike with the sprints after training legs, and I was like, yeah, mate, I feel dead. I felt flat, dead, and I actually considered potentially like increasing my calories today, because I was like, yeah, I feel fucked. The hell was that? Anyway, day 5 of the reverse diet, and so far it is going absolutely perfectly. I've got a lot of clients at the moment who are also going through a reverse diet at the moment, and theirs is going the exact same. I've got some like Alice is in week 4 of his reverse diet now. He's not gained a single fucking kilo, and he's consuming like over 1,000 calories more, doing way less steps and way less cardio, and I'm going to run you through today exactly how and why to execute a reverse diet properly, because a lot of people fuck it up. As soon as they finish the diet, they think the work is done, and they end up ruining all of that work which they put in for months prior, when if they actually executed the reverse diet properly, they could maintain the same, if not better, condition whilst consuming more, whilst doing less. And that is exactly what I'm going to be running you through today. I feel like my face looks very, very thin. I had a trim this morning. I don't know whether, I think it's that combined with the fact that I'm now officially shredded. So yeah, my face looks very thin and very long. I feel like I need a bit of weight back on it. So the plan for today is I'm going to go and train upper. It's actually my 3rd session of the week, because I've recently just changed the way I structure my training around a little bit, because with me being so busy at the moment, like I've said probably in my last couple of videos that I was busy then. I've just had a big influx of clients since in fact, I was going to say since I've posted the photo shoot results, but I haven't even posted them yet. Obviously, the last video you will have watched was the shoot itself. I've not even shown those results. So I'd imagine I'm probably going to get another big influx like when I post those. But yeah, we've just been churning out results, like absolutely churning them out. And at the end of the day, the results talk. And so, yeah, we've welcomed quite a few new lads to the team over the past 5 or 6 weeks. So the plan of action is I train on Sunday, Monday, and then I rest Tuesday, Wednesday, because they're my main check-in days. I then train again Thursday, Friday, and then I rest again on Saturday. So still an upper-lower split, but where I would have the 2 days rest on a weekend, I'm now having that on a Tuesday and Wednesday, so I can prioritise, obviously, check-ins and making sure that the lads get the absolute best quality, and also so I'm not working until fucking 9, 10 p.m, finishing check-ins that late. So I'm going to go to the gym now. I've decided on just having Mega Pump, no more caffeine, because I've already had a Monster, if you can't tell. A Monster plus 200 grams of carbs. That'll be fun.
Never know what you hurt me. Stay to see that.
Right, we're at the gym, about to go in. I've drank my Mega Pump, and I'm absolutely fucking flying, mate. The last time I was in the car, filming in the car here, about to go into the gym, I was basically half a person, mate. I was basically dead. I had no energy at all. Whereas now, I'm literally the complete opposite. Like, I'm fucking bouncing. Like, I take pre-workouts basically every session. You may as well remove the basically. Every session. I take pre-workouts every session. And some days it hits you. Other days it doesn't take you quite as much. Well, today's one of those days where it's fucking hit me. And I'm absolutely flying, mate. I don't know if it's the combination of carbs, sun, caffeine, fresh trim. Oh, it's just one of those days, you know what I mean? So I can feel some serious PBs getting fucking hit today. Serious. And hopefully I'm looking good afterwards. Might go for a little, a cheeky 10-15 minute holiday. You know what I'm saying? Get that base tan ready for Bali. Bali, we've booked the flights, by the way. 9th of July we go. So we originally planned to go on like the 11th, but the flights were cheaper on the 9th. Nobody told me, by the way, that how expensive it was to go the other side of the fucking world. There's things I forgot about, like travel insurance and shit like that. Travel insurance, when you're not just going to Gran Canaria for a week with your missus, all inclusive, is actually quite expensive. It's officially 2.5 weeks until we go. Very, very excited. I don't know how long we're going to be there. I don't know whether I've said that or not, but like initially the plan was just to go for a week because we're going out to Noah and Carmen because it's their birthdays and they're going travelling for like 8 months. But I said to Sally, I was like, oh, that's a long way going for a week, like 18 hours of travel. 12 hours to Shanghai, 1.5 hour layover, and then another 6-hour flight from Shanghai to Bali. So yeah, that's going to be a long day. And I said to her, I ain't doing that and then doing it again another 7 days later. Fuck that. So we're going to go for, I don't know how long. The only thing I've got to be back in the UK for is the end of September. Josh, one of my clients, is competing at the UK DFBA, so obviously I'm going to make sure I'm there for his show. So from July till end of September, I'm hoping we're out of the country. Hopefully might do Bali, Thailand, Vietnam maybe. Yeah, who knows? We're just going to fucking wing it basically. Sally's quit a job. She wasn't a huge fan of her job anyway. So I said to her, listen, you're only 25 and 24 once in your life with zero responsibilities living at home with your parents. We may as well fucking make the most of it. So yeah, she's left a job. Obviously I can still continue working online. I'm very excited, very, very, very excited. I just want to get out of this place. I've always said I wanted to live abroad, like always. This is meant to be a reverse dieting video and I'm sat here waffling about fucking life. Who cares? I wanted to make a podcast anyway. But yeah, that's the plan of action for the next 2 or 3 months. I'm going to see how it goes, obviously running my business online. It shouldn't make too much of a difference. Obviously, I'm an online coach anyway. I'm not an in-person PT, but I do train with a lot of my clients quite frequently. Like the weekend before we go away, I'm training with a client on the Saturday, and I'm training with a client on the Sunday. So yeah, very, 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 very fucking excited for it.
We do this in our sleep. You ever been in love before? I wanna holler at you, man. You know it's hard for a player to admit that sometimes, but I'ma spit that sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I don't know how well you can actually hear me because the music in Old School is very, very loud. Let's actually get on to the reverse diet, right? So, I've just finished my 10-week mini cut. Pulled off 10 kilos in 10 weeks. Ended on rest day calories 1,600, training day calories 2,300. Training 4 times per week, upper lower split. Cardio 2 times per week, 5 rounds on the air bike. So it's basically 1 minute 40 at 60-70%, and then 20 seconds all out, 100%, just rag the fuck out of it, and 12k steps daily. That was what I ended on, right? Remember that. Now, we're only 5 days in. I'm consuming training day 2,700 calories, rest day 2,200, steps are at 8k. We did pull them down to 10, and I said to Josh, mate, I still feel fucked. So we pulled them down to 8, even lower. Like, when you have been training, I've been training for 10 years, right? I know when I feel fatigued, and my hydration, my sleep, all that sort of stuff is dialed in. So if I feel fucked, something's wrong. So we pulled my steps down to 8k, and that has a massive effect. Like your expenditure, people don't think of the body as a holistic thing, right? They just see it in isolation. They just see fucking phrases that people on TikTok will say, oh, calorie deficit, oh, optimal, oh, fucking fatigue, all this shit. Like, when you've been doing it for 10 years, you can see through the bullshit and you know what is real and what's not real, right? Reverse diets are real. Like, reverse diets are a fucking thing. So, what is happening, right, as we are pulling my calories up, the way I always explain it is, I finished the diet, right? Expenditure's up here, steps, cardio. Calories are down here. That's what's creating the deficit, okay? That's the deficit. Now, what most people do when they finish a diet is go, cardio? What's that, mate? I can't be asked to do cardio anymore. I'm not dieting. Steps? I can't be asked to go for my morning walk. I'm not going to go for a walk after I have my lunch. They basically just sack it all off. So this is before you've even increased your calories, right? They've pulled themselves down to maintenance already. Now, they also go, oh, meals out, I'm going to eat everything in fucking sight. Moderation, what's that? I've been starving for the past 10 weeks. I deserve it. I deserve a meal out 3 times per week. I deserve a fucking Domino's. And they just eat everything in sight, and within a month or two, they're back to where they started. Now, instead, what we do, and this is what I do with all of my clients, right, is rather than going from that to all of a sudden that, where you go from a massive deficit to a massive surplus, all we do is we gradually bring down the cardio and the steps, and we gradually bring up the calories, right? So I've added an extra 400 calories on a training day, and we've added an extra 600 calories on a rest day. Now, I've just hit a new all-time low weight this morning. It doesn't make sense. It does make sense because those extra calories that I've been consuming, the extra 400 on a training day, the extra 600 on a rest day, because I've now got more energy, because those extra calories I'm making sure are coming from carbohydrates. I'm not just eating shit, I'm not just eating absolutely anything inside, a load of fat. Those are extra carbs, right? So I'm sticking to my normal diet, apart from this morning when the cereal's gone in. Until this morning, I was eating my normal diet, just more of my carb sources, so more potatoes, more oats, more rice cakes, all that sort of stuff. The main food sources I was having, just more of them. That's why then, going into my training sessions, I'm hitting PBs, I'm getting stronger. So as a result of that, my expenditure goes up. So this deficit that we've created, yes, the calories have gone up, and yes, we've brought down cardio and steps, but until we reach this point here, which usually takes about 4 to 6 weeks, I'm actually still in a deficit. Still. And when the reverse diet is over and the gaining phase starts is when this bit is done and you're actually in a consistent surplus. So for now, I'm actually still in a deficit, which is why I'm still hitting new low weights. You've also got to consider as well, stress is lower, stress from everywhere. 1, it's sunny. 2, I'm enjoying life because I've got more fucking carbs in me. And 3, the inflammation and everything that I was, and the water retention from doing shitloads of cardio and shitloads of steps, that's all gone. So all that water retention, stress, inflammation is just fucked right off, which is why I look better, feel better, perform better. That is how a reverse diet essentially fucking works, right? It's not magic. There is an explanation behind it, and it works. Simple as that. And it's like a bridge between your diet and your gaining phase, and it works perfectly. You'll never guess what I've just done. Sat here waffling for the past 5 minutes, then realised my mic wasn't even turned on. Good job, Morg, great job. Honestly, no, you keep it up, you fucking professional YouTuber. That was probably one of the best sessions I have ever had in my entire life. Genuinely, that's probably top 3, top 5 sessions since I've been a human on this planet. Like, that was incredible. I had 200 grams of carbs from 100 gram of Choco Shells. I then also had 1 Nature Valley bar. Well, 2 Nature Valley bars, but 2 come in a pack, do you know what I mean? And then also 7 rice cakes, 7 caramel rice cakes, which were absolutely delicious. Now, I don't usually go that high with carbs. Like, I go high with carbs, as you all know. I bang on about carbs all the time. Yesterday I had 170 grams, but it didn't seem to even touch the sides, whereas today, I don't know, the stars just seemed to align and I felt fucking incredible. Like, I progressed pretty much, well, 1 set of each exercise progressed. I didn't progress every single set because what will happen is, and I say this to clients all the time, if you progress at the start of a session, right, you're then going into the latter parts of the session, the latter exercises, carrying more fatigue than you usually would do. So if, for example, I did the lat bias row, right, and I took a pretty big progression on it, I increased the load and I got 1 extra rep, which more load and an extra rep is a big fucking progression, right? So then going into my back off set, I was more fatigued than usual and I actually regressed on it. I did worse in terms of on paper sets and reps, but that's not what we're worried about. We want maximum mechanical tension, right? And that's what we did. We went in there and delivered maximum mechanical tension. As you can see, I'm dripping in sweat, absolutely dripping. But yeah, incredible session. And that stuff, that's how you reverse diet. Yes, you're consuming more calories. Yes, you're consuming more carbs. Yes, you're technically taking yourself out of a calorie deficit by doing that. But if you then go into the gym and you smash the fuck out of it, and like, look at me, mate, look at me, listen to me compared to when I was talking 2-3 weeks ago, right, in terms of the energy levels. The energy levels are night and day difference. Yes, you're consuming more calories, but if your output is also going up as well, it will temporarily keep you in a deficit. Temporarily. Now, I could just chill around here. If I just kept my calories at 2.7, now, forever, I could probably just maintain this weight. But what we're doing is we are gradually going to be increasing them. And who knows at what point it will actually tip me over into a surplus. It might be 2.9, it might be 3, it might be 3.2. I'm pretty sure from what I can remember last year, about 3.2k calories I then got into a consistent surplus. And that was with obviously less steps and pretty much no cardio, I think. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. We've got 2.5 weeks till I go to Bali. So it's just going to be a case of me and Josh doing exactly what we've done over these past 5 days. We gradually increase the calories, we gradually bring down the steps and the cardio, and by the time that I go Bali in 2.5 weeks, I should be looking pretty fucking good, because I've just looked at myself in there in the posing room and I look way better than I did 2-3 weeks ago when I was watery, flat, depleted. So that is how you reverse diet, people. If you have any questions at all, drop them down in the comments below, or you can drop me a message on Instagram. It's completely up to you. And if you are new around here,